Hello and welcome back. This is Redemption Goddess. Today I'm coming to you with a story out of Florida. This is a crazy story. I'll link it in the description box. Now, as you can see, this is a screenshot right before all hell breaks loose. The crazy thing is there's a young lady, a baby, and two men and a dog in this car. Moments after this, all hell breaks loose. And I want you to go check it out on the news station or whatever. But man, for the life of me, I just don't understand the young lady, whoever this young lady is. We don't know if it's her baby, whose baby. What in the hell goes through people's minds? You know, you don't know if this is her brothers, her cousins, her boyfriend. We just don't know. But this man is holding a baby and he opens fire, an automatic weapon on these deputies. One gets hit in the leg, I believe. The other one gets hit and beat in the face with the butt of the automatic weapon. The person shooting, they sent him to his maker. But as I was looking, I just couldn't understand. I just don't understand the young lady. I don't understand crime. I don't understand violence. But listen, they say this man was out on bond for like several offenses or whatever. He has like a long rap sheet. He's out on bond. You already know he don't want to go back. But whatever the scenario is, I'm trying to wrap my brain around the woman's thinking. And it's part of me, I gotta try to put myself in her shoes and all of the shoes. I gotta be objective and all of these things. I can't take my brain there. It makes me think like, okay, is there just some women trapped in these situations where they're just trapped with these hood type of dudes? They're their brothers, your cousins, you dating them. Or is this a choice? Is this a real life choice? Like, I think this is sexy. I think that some old thug guy in and up out of jail, in and up out of prison, robbing folks, refuse to work. I can't stand a robber, I can't stand a robber person, man. Why just go work? I can't work because I got a felony. I don't want to hear none of that shit, man. That's some bullshit. People be lazy as fuck. When I think of people that rob folks, my mind automatically go to an extra lazy ass person who don't want to work. If you wasn't robbing people, you probably wouldn't have no felony. Yeah, I know it's embarrassing. Somebody come in there and see you working in Wendy's, they get to clown you, but they come back 3 years later and you the manager. They come back a few years later and you the district manager, and then they come their ass back and you own it. Who laughing now? I don't get it. It's like, okay, lady, are you a hostage? Blink or something. You better blink. Do you need help? And I'm inclined to think that no, I think that some young ladies are attracted to these types of guys. And this is the very reason why I don't have very many female friends. And when I see that this is what you like, if I see you like this life, you like an old crazy life filled with drugs and guns and going just, riding up and down the highway, no destination. Y'all just roaming the streets and acting the fool day in and day out. Just looking for bullshit. When I see that that's your MO, baby, I'm gone. I'm sorry. That's not fun to me. There's nothing fun about being around these old dangerous ass people. If I get in a car with somebody and they have an automatic weapon, my first mind is, whenever this car stops, I'm out. I'm getting out. I don't care if it's in the middle of the road or the highway or whatever. Now, obviously try to plan. I don't even know why people getting in cars with folks. I don't ride deep. I don't like all that riding deep and all of that too. We all going to work and we all driving together. That's something different. But this old mess where you just ride around aimlessly with nowhere to go, and you know there's just going to be a bunch of folks still trying to defend this shit, even with body cam footage. You do not know. These deputies could have saved somebody's life. They could have been on their way to a drive-by. They could have been on their way to go murder people. And they tried to murder these 2 deputies. Hell, and then you a witness now. Got to take you out too. It's people that just straight up choose evil in life. They choose evil. They hell bent on it. They comfortable with it. They standing in it. They cool with it, And I may not personally wrap my brain around it. And I wish them the best. I hope they can find their way out of their folly. But while they're inside of it, you got to stay the fuck away from me. It's just certain things that you can automatically tell when you're dealing with some old. And see, I don't even want to just say hood, because hood is just, you talk different, you slang and this and that. But when I'm talking about the violence, the idleness, you would rather go and rob and kill somebody than to go your ass to work. And even if I'm your girlfriend or your sister or your cousin or whatever, when time get hard, when you can't, how do I know? Shit, I'm an easy target. I'm close to you. I'm next to you. I trust you. So if I know that you would go rob a complete stranger, rob and kill them, rob and injure them, I know I don't stand a chance next to you. I just don't understand. It's like, I just don't get it. And then if you listen to the guys' perspectives, I got to put all these hats on. They'll tell you, oh, well, you women, y'all want all these expensive things, and we trying to keep up with y'all. And we know that we ain't going to be able to get y'all if we don't have the money and the expensive things. So you go rob for it. So some type of way, indirectly, that's still our fault. Because we want you to take us on a decent date and we want to live decent, and you're lazy. You don't know how to go and provide in a legal way. So some type of way, this is some woman's fault. The only way I can see this being a woman's fault is if she's standing there. If she is either a co-conspirator or she's sitting up there allowing you to stash the stuff. Because, okay, listen. He's stashing his gun somewhere. He had this weapon in somebody's house. Somebody seen this weapon. And it's like, wow, what do you do? Part of you just, your heart goes out, because if you get with some old dude like this, and can you technically leave him? Can you say, no, I don't want to date you because you an old thug? And then he come back that night and shoot your house up and kill you. Can you actually turn a guy like this down and say, no, honey, I don't date thugs? Once you see him with the automatic weapon, once you see his rap sheet, you're in close proximity to him now. The only way to get away from this situation is if this man don't know where you live. And we already know these young ladies take these men back to their house. They don't even know them. This is the craziest. Sometimes I just kind of feel like, wow, I feel sorry in some instances. In some instances, I don't. Because, could you imagine being a young lady living in the hood somewhere, and you done got with a guy and he an old thug, but he know where you live at now? You can't turn these guys down now. You can't say, oh, no, I don't want you because you a thug. He gets offended and either beat you up right there or come back, or just decides to terrorize you, because he know where you live. A man has an automatic weapon. He come through, just shoot up your house and laugh and he F her, she turned me down and all of this. So you say, well, I'm going to get with him and just be with him, and at least I'm with the biggest thug, and at least I'm protected. As you can see, That situation went left. That situation went all the way left. It is so crazy, you know. I've lived in some tough areas. You know, some very tough areas. Call myself trying to save money. Probably one of the dumbest decisions you make. You know, sometimes you ask people, oh, how could you live downtown? You live in all this high power stuff. Honey, what you say, I don't care what the rent is. It's $5,000, no problem. I'm not, you sitting up here trying to save some money, call yourself living in some certain little shady little areas, calling yourself saving money. Now, I did it, and by the grace of God, I made it out. But honey, it's just, it don't even be worth it. I know they robbed some dudes from Atlanta right in front of my house. Right in front of my house, they robbed them. They all standing out there, hanging out. They just walk up and robbed the guys, shot one of them right in front of my house. I couldn't believe it. And when I tell you, I took my little sewing machine and my cat. I had a Buick Regal too. I took my little sewing machine, my cat, and my clothes. I left the furniture, which it wasn't no high power furniture anyway. I left that furniture. I left everything. I just took my clothes, the cat, the sewing machine, and my fabrics, and I left. And I went to like a suburb to a friend's house and couch surfed until I got me a nice apartment, like in a nice area. You know, I learned my lesson. But y'all sitting around here trying to date these old hood dudes, and I understand some of them may be your cousins and your brothers and your family members and stuff like that, and you trying to love on them, love them so much to love them out of the streets and love them out. Oh, please. Oh, please. You know, I don't know. You know, I have family members that they only have a Google Voice number. They do not have my address, and they never will. They never will until they clean their life up and when I'm telling you clean their life up and show consistently that they have cleaned their life up. We're not talking about, oh, you just got out of prison, you in a halfway house and you got a little job and you've been working a few weeks. No, because I know that when you want to start partying, when you start using drugs, you want to start doing all this other stuff, you're going to go right on back to your old ways. You got to show me consistently that you have for real change. I do believe that people can change, but I also ain't no damn fool. Young ladies, I put y'all thinking caps on and figure out a way to get y'all asses up out of these dangerous areas. And when you encounter these old dangerous fools like this, you got to figure out a way to get away. And if it's something about you, something the way that you dress, the way that you act, that attracts these kind of dudes, baby, it's time to change. Especially if you have a child or children. Because your children going to want to imitate and emulate that shit. I don't care if the rent is so low. And it's like, if the rent is so low, why y'all ain't saving up money then? I don't get it. If the rent is just super cheap like this, why are y'all not saving money then? You know, part of me want to feel sorry for the young lady and part of me don't. I just don't get how there's a young lady and a baby riding around with two dudes. You jump, I don't know who, it could have been her car. You know, you comfortable enough to be around two men and one of them got an automatic weapon with a child? Are you crazy? You know, it's difficult to even talk to these women. It's difficult to even reason with these type of women. They will tell you, oh, you are old lame. They want to fight you and do all types of crazy shit trying to defend this type of behavior. They don't learn until they're in the grave or in prison. That's when they want to finally learn a damn lesson. Or one of the babies is gone. God forbid, several of their babies. And you just stay there. And just watch your children get picked off like flies. Just picked off. And you have some people defending, I ain't gonna leave my hood and all of this old mess. And if you speak against this, then you bougie. You snooting your nose down and that you poor shaming. What? No, I'm idiot shaming. Because at some point it's just beyond idiotic. I understand if you there, you putting your nose down, you trying to handle your business. But your ass at some point becomes a willing participant. Anyway, let me know what you think in the comments. Go check out the actual video. I'll link it in the description. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for listening.